Chapter 8 Surprise Meeting. Jeff, tell me you have the keys, Sunday said worriedly. He completely ignored the fact that they were standing right there. Who's playing that? What's going on? Jack asked, eyeing Slendy and me. He knew full well that we were hiding something. Smile barked and wagged his tail and sprinted out of the room. I followed Smile with my eyes until he left. Then I returned my attention to everyone else. We all looked at each other, tension rising in the air, until we all bolted out of the kitchen. Anger boiled within me as I ran down the hallway. Did I not say that she was to be kept a secret? And there she's making her presence known, like a dumbass. People could kill her. People here could kill her. I probably would if I didn't have this damn voice in my head. Everyone came to a stop in front of the door. Smile was impatiently sitting in front of the door. Smile was patiently sitting in front of. The sound of the piano was the loudest behind this door. When Sunday opened it, the sound grew louder. We stepped inside the room as Smile ran up the archway and sat there, watching the girl play. I began to move forward with Slendy. Move forward when Slendy stopped me by putting a hand on my chest. I turned to face him, and he had a slim, long finger to his mouth. Why did he do that? I had no clue. Why are you stopping me? I yelled. We don't have to make a big deal out of this, he replied while taking his hand away from my chest. This is already a big deal, I said, raising my voice. Would you keep it down? He hissed. No, this is not good. And I started, but I was cut off by Ben. Guys, look at this, he said while gesturing for us to come over. I noticed that Jack, Masky, and Hoodie were peeking behind the corner, watching intently. I didn't move. Object or ask a question, as they were too enveloped in her piano playing. Sunday and I walked over as we began to watch her play. Angel of Music. Masquerade paper faces on display. Masquerade, hide your face or the world will never find you, she sang with an ending. She had a beautiful voice, and even I had to admit that. She giggled to herself and placed her fingers back on the piano keys, beginning a new song that I had no idea what it was or from. Angel beats. My soul. Your beats. She's an animal lover? Nice, Ben said. I gave him a "are you kidding me" look, and he replied with a "what?" With what? Shrug. With a what shrug. Masky turned to me and pointed to her. Who is she? He asked curiously. It's a long story, I replied while rubbing the back of my neck. If I could see his face, I'm sure he'd be glaring at me. He turned his attention back to the girl as she transitioned to another song. So she's doing a mix of angel beats, I don't know how to pronounce that. Techaban no Takamono. That must be an anime? Ben said, amazed. I turned to him and smacked him upside the head. Shut up, I spat. He gave me a look of death as he rubbed the back of his head. Slowly Ariel stopped playing and relaxed on the piano bench. She was completely oblivious of the fact that we were standing there watching her. Sunday pushed everyone aside as he went into the room. She snapped her head in his direction, and gave a look of relax and smile. and a smile. What is he doing? Instead of solving the problem, he's adding to it. You play wonderfully, child, he commented. Oh, thank you. I've been practicing a lot this week, she thanked. Well, it seems to have paid off, he chuckled. To add to the situation, Jack, Hoodie, and Masky walked in, and her eyes fell upon them. Ben came after a smile, and I righteously followed, arms folded. She looked at Smile and smiled. She looked at Smile and smiled as he started wagging his tail. Excuse me. But that soon cut short by Jack, Hoodie, and Masky, who were inching towards her. I immediately grabbed a knife and followed after them. One question remains, though. Why am I defending her?